All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bro, I don't cheat, bro.
The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22.
Bro, I won the first one. What you mean? I won the first one. Bro, listen. Listen. It was 35-20. Listen. I let you talk. Let me talk. It was 37-25. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, and you was on that 9-yard line. You weren't finna score that quick. You weren't finna score in 8 seconds. Yeah, you were down forever, and you gonna still be down forever. 'Cause I was still scoring. I wasn't running the ball. Bro, I ain't changed nothing. I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gotta cheat. I ain't gotta change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta have experience network issues. I ain't gotta have none of it. Bruh, it kicked me out, brother. Wi-Fi lost. Cause my girl watching YouTube on her phone. She said something.
Yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
22-yard line.
Me, you call one time out. I called one time out. No, you didn't. I did. You were like, I'm finna kick the field goal.
Ready. AT Gator. Pick up the ball.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
What'd you just say?
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, D.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Hey, check right. Watch 55. I want that. Give me that ball. Take go.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
I keep saying it, but I swear I be
This is taken at about the 14.
Bruh.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Well, if that's the case, you can look how many picks I threw.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Hey, 15. Kill. Watch safety creep. Attack. Safety's creeping. Right side.
Now a give, right side. Pringle. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Motion. Check 48. Check 48's the mic. Scene 6. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Tight dog.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You lost that first one. Come on now.
Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a give, right side. Pringle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yellow. 180. Cut. 48 for Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Attack. Watch the screen. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch edge. Safe.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Check. Fresno.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
43. Under 10. Rush in. Hey, 15. Smoke. Mike 48. Let's get the ball. Watch twist.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Sponge. No. Hey, 57 color. 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Delta. You better be afraid of me. You better touch.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
48 for Mike. Hey, yo, go. Check it back, go. Check, crunch. Check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 20, 15. 48's Mike. 3 buzz, 3. Why? Who? Hey, alert 48. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. So don't say nothing. Mike 48. Hey, 43, 15. Check safety.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 3, check 3. SOS. Watch the ship. Hey, easy. Shit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Check 99. Check 99. Delta. Mike 28. Mike 28.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Get him. Mike 28. Mike 28. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We got 4. Key 8. Mike 28. Mike 28. Oh, you got D? Hey, number 28. He's coming. Check in. Let's go, D. Big series.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. Mike 28. I'm not ready.
And Jackson throwing once more. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Defense wins championships, man. 48 the mic. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Hey. 47, let's go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Go. 48's Mike. 14. Let's go, D.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
Let's go.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On first down, Pringle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Shoot. Check 52.
On 3rd down, Pringle. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down. Zoom, fellas, let's go. The mic. Check 48's the mic.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 28. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Tighten up.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? When these...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Yellow. Check.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bro, I gotta beat the Cowboy. My goal is not let him win nothing. That's my goal. I told him we see each other, he ain't gonna win one as long as I'm in there with him.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Levante David in on the tackle. On second down now, Pringle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pringle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Big stop, D, big stop.
On Sunday.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I can't
on
run
the tackle,
one play,
Tyrann Mathieu. The last run got 3. Now here's
bro,
2nd and 7.
I don't know why you think that. I don't run time. I can tell you to score.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Target. Mike 28. Here it comes. Mike 28. Check.
Jackson to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Bruh, come on right there.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down, check, go.
Now Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man on the out route. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Switch.
Again, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Switch.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Jackson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jackson, flush to his right, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Woo-hoo. 53. Echo. 3 is the Mike.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Mike, 28. Mike, 28.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Flushed out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Dude,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
No problem there on the extra point. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown, 39 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Mahomes now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check for exit. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Jimmy.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Kansas City touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Hey, get in the weight room. Hatch it. Kill. Turn it up.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
28. Mike, 28. I got it. Hey,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Mike, 28. I got you, punk. Hey, number 28.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to let it go deep. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins down.
Oh, they Devin quarterback. I say, who is that? Damn, they went into overtime.